Hello and welcome to Running Hot, Australian Northern Netrunner Nationals, Top Cut Round 4. I'm Connor and I'm joined by Sean.
Hi everyone. Today on the right we have myself playing as Sable, and on the left we have Tim playing as Built to Last.
Yeah. And I know we just said it's Top Cut Round 4, but I'm pretty sure this is essentially the losers bracket and whoever loses this is knocked out. Is that correct?
Yes, so we've both lost a game previously in the cut,
Yeah.
and now we've been matched together to have one of us eliminated while the winners get to sit there and play a normal game.
I think they're off having lunch or something at this point.
Yeah,
I can see on the right there you've just mulliganed,
yes,
but
I'm
it
Mulligan.
looks like Tim's quite happy with his hand. And you
Yeah,
both
Tim
have
is cut.
matching playmats.
Yes, because by this point there was only four of us left in the tournament, and there's a playmat. The playmat for the nationals was a top four prize, so we
Yeah.
all got given our playmats and decided to use them for the final games. The team opens with hedge fund, install piece of ice, install something in the server.
Oh,
I
look at
roll
that.
a mark on archives.
Look at that
I am a
awesome
mark dice.
mark dice you've got.
Violet, if you're watching, thank you for my mark dice.
Here we go. So this is a bravado in Pharos. If you're investing that much in
Yeah.
Pharos, I'm guessing that that's a Rashida or some other economy card that's going to help you bounce back.
Yes, probably.
Although it's still a lot to invest just to protect it.
Well, you've got to get rezzed at some point anyway, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
And if it's a Rashida, you'll go back up to 5 credits.
Yeah. And I think,
I think five. How much money? No, does Tim have more money than that? He's got 2 credits at the
yeah,
moment.
I think he's got two.
Yeah, because he had 9, goes down to page 7 to go down to 2. Yeah, so he'll go back up to 5. That's not bad.
Cool. And that's your daily
Yeah,
cast.
just money making time for me. Cup, DM, daily cast. I think a drill or something.
Yeah, yeah. And I think there was a question there about clicks partway through, but that's because what's her face has
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
you get
mark
the click
get
back.
clicks back nonsense. So we're on 5 credits in hand. Oh, sorry, Jesus. 5 credits, which are not in hand. And that's action 1 from Tim's and install. He's looking pretty rush heavy at this point.
Hmm. This
Sh-
deck can go really fast.
Yeah, and he's shoring up a HQ and then an advance. So is that at this point are we just thinking the agenda?
Um. Yeah, could be something like an NGO front as well.
Yeah, I was about to say NGO is really
But the
good
last,
with built to last.
yeah, it has a really good synergy with it.
So I think that
But yeah,
was
it could be an agenda because I don't really, outside of like Boomerang, I don't have that many. An inside job, which I only have one of in that deck, I think. I don't have that many ways through.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of manual clicking there from you. Oh, I think
Yeah.
at this point there's a discussion about how,
Oh yeah, about money.
given that this is
We
an
have the same
important game,
tokens.
you guys should separate your credits. I can also see, speaking of being fancy and winning stuff, look at these fancy dice you've got.
Yeah, the metal dice. This is my first game using them as well, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, so it was a above the law. That's pretty good.
yeah,
Snipes my just new daily cast gets sniped off the board because above the law trashes a resource when you score it.
yeah.
Free to agenda.
And because it was already advanced last turn, Tim's still got a full action. So he can slam something else straight away, which is exactly what he's doing,
Mm.
which is either what a Rashida or another agenda. It'd be really good if that's a Rashida. He can just accelerate straight away.
Archon Archives again. I think that's 3 turns in a row.
How exciting. Alright, let's click one draw. You're doing a lot of manual clicking the draw. which is that
Yes.
still? It's been a hot minute since I played Criminals. Is that still a problem they've got?
Yeah, I think this deck has a combined total of 5 cards that draw you cards.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Class Act and 2 Dr. Nuka or something. You can use Earthrise as well, but I really don't like Earthrise Hotel.
Yeah, yeah. I think Earthrise has traditionally, for a long time, been the blue solution to draw. Whoa, Tim's doing a single advance.
Ooh, once again.
What are we doing with this?
No, changing mind. Oh no, triple advance. Oh my. Project Atlas.
Project Atlas.
Yeah, this
He
deck can go fast.
he looked like he regretted that halfway through. Maybe partway through he realized how poor that was about to make him.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think so, because he went down, he's down to 2 credits now.
yeah. And you're, unless that's an ice wall, you're definitely in on HQ, and it's probably going to take him a
Yeah.
little while to bounce back. Now, I don't know if this is the particular bankroll, but I'm very excited. I can't remember what game it is, but I remember having a lot of fun with a particular bankroll.
I think in this entire tournament, this might have been the only game I got to play Bankroll in.
Oh, really?
I think every other game it came up too late and I couldn't justify it, or it was against like a Glacier deck.
How many have you got in the deck?
Just 2,
Just two.
so the chance of me drawing it isn't it like super high early on.
Yeah, it's a bummer because it's a card you want early. Obviously, because it just
Yeah,
keeps paying out more and more. Can you believe there used to be a console called Desperado that just gave you a credit every time?
I know. And after this tournament, oh, I got an agenda. Yeah, I think we're gonna probably end up coming HQ again then.
Yeah, this is a quick
Or
game.
not, maybe not.
4-2 already.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we have Paragon. That's kind of like Desperado.
nothing's
I've
ever
been
going to be
after this
Desperado.
tournament. I've been playing Paragon a lot because I'm worried I'll never get to play it again once it rotates.
Oh, yeah. We have some kind of glare card here. I'm going to put my money on a. Oh, that wasn't what it
It was a
was.
diversion.
Diversion. Oh, I remember this. You diverted him for 2 credits. I remember being surprised.
Yeah, why not?
You just want to make him poor.
There's no investment about it, so I thought might as well.
There we go. So that daily cast has finished paying out, and you're
Yes,
loaded.
I'm very rich. But if Tim can recover economically, then his ice will tax that quick.
Yeah, and you don't currently have like as much as good as it is that you have all that money. You have no board state,
No, yeah, I don't have anything. All I've been doing is just earning money and nothing else.
which is cool.
Slowly drawing cards because I haven't drawn any draw cards.
Yeah, it is cool. It's one of the reasons I like Netrunner is you can make like here you know you're essentially in terms of agenda points halfway through the game, and you've only just started essentially installing cards. You can like win a game based on
Yeah,
decisions as opposed to the cards you draw sometimes, which I find really compelling about Netrunner.
yeah, it's good.
So this looks like you installed a bunch of stuff, ran your mark, used. Have you got recurring credits out there?
Oh yeah, so that's a promo of the card Chesva.
Yeah,
So I've got credits to use on central servers, 2 credits a time.
yeah.
Really good.
And you've used that running a mark just to charge up twinning, and now you're going in on what I'm guessing is HQ.
Yeah. See 1 card.
I think you saw 2.
Charge. Ah, no, I used 2. Twinning, right? See
Yep.
2.
So I can see in Tim's hand at least one agenda. I think there's an Oaktown. So I wonder if he just slams it. Is Chesva not Chesva,
Can't.
sorry. Capello, that's a barrier breaker,
The
right?
pillar is a barrier breaker, so if he does that, I'll just be able to go down without another piece of ice.
Yeah,
And I will pay for it.
yeah. So he's put something there, but not the Oaktown. How much does it cost to break Feros with Capellio?
7 or 8, I think. 'Cause Fire is 6 strength? Oh no, it has 5, right?
It's 5 right now,
So 7.
and it's about to be 10, I think. Is that right?
It'll be 10 when it has 3 advancement tokens.
Yeah. So he might be like he's advanced it once. He might be just trying to advance it twice more and then just score out behind it. Because there's only so many times you can run through that with as rich as you are, you'll just go broke.
Yeah.
That's often the trade-off with criminal is like insane like economic engines, but like stupidly expensive breakers. So this is you pointing to boosting it right before you access.
Yeah, we got to change twinning because I think there's an agenda in HQ.
Yeah. And you get your click back, so you got 2 clicks left.
Yeah. And we see hammer there, which is really important. So I know if Tim puts down a face down piece of ice, I won't be able to break it with boomerang probably.
This looks like you've just inside jobbed him, I think. There you go.
There you go, the
Get
Rashida, which is
yeah.
pretty good trade.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's not the agenda, obviously, but you kind of ever since Tim went down to 2 credits scoring the Atlas, you've got him in that cool spot where you've pinned him, you've diversion of funds him, and you're just trying to make it impossible for him to dig out, and you're just getting free accesses on HQ and R&D in the meantime,
Yeah,
wherever your mark ends up.
I think because they ended up drawing mostly installables early and money and no draw cards, it's like you're really slowed down in terms of what you can do. So if Tim starts rushing out, it's possible that I just won't be able to keep up because I won't have the raw cards to be able to make money. And then
Yeah. And I think I've just seen end the line, like 2 end the lines in Tim's hand, so I'm guessing that's his
yeah,
second
he
move when he's
has that
pushing.
as like a side game.
Yeah. That's R&D. And you've got 7 credits there on your bankroll.
Yep, I can't remember this game if I end up even breaking it or not.
I guess
I
the
think after this tournament, I stopped running bankroll as well because I got a bit tired of you put it in and then you install it and then you might install it in the game and just never take off of it, even when it's got like 20 credits on it, in which case I don't know if it was necessarily worth putting in the deck. It is very good into asset spam,
yeah.
and otherwise I'm not too sure. It couldn't have just been a different card.
It pulls double duty in this game because you might hit a um
An SDS, yeah,
SDS.
that's really important.
But yeah, and you've just accessed R&D, and I think you use 2 twinning counters for 3 cards.
Oh yeah, yeah. But don't think I see anything. I'm
No.
gonna pin Hoff Road server 1. It's an Angelique. Tim's gonna pay to shoot me for 2 damage. Which is scary because I think I'm holding a Unity still.
Yeah, you are. There it goes.
It hits it. There you go, and Hermes.
Have you got recursion?
No, that's
No.
it. It's Unity gone.
I love
There's only one of each breaker in the deck.
I think that's something I really I does Tim know you've only got 1 Unity?
Um,
Like I know it's
yes. I
open.
think only because I play against him a lot. He would know that I'm the type of person who in criminal only runs one of each breaker.
Yeah. I think that's something I really enjoy when I'm playing
Oh,
criminal.
and yeah, it's open lists.
Yeah. When you play with this, I like sometimes where you get into this position where like you're actually fucked, but you don't know if your opponent knows that, and so you just need to bluff that you've got another out.
Yeah.
I find that a fun
I
part
mean,
of the game.
we have boomerang, right? So
Yeah, and have
if
you
a
got an
breaker gets
AI?
shot, you can just infinitely use boomerang. I think Amico, I have 1 Amico or 2 Amico in the deck.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not like entirely done, but like suddenly code gates are a lot more scary than they were a minute ago.
Yeah, and because it's Wayland, Kokets are like Horton and stuff, where they're pretty high strength.
Yeah,
So even if we use Amico, it's going to take a while to charge it to the right level to use it.
yeah, yeah. Once upon a time, Wayland had trash Kogets.
Yeah, I think I said Wayland has high strength Koget. I think Horton might be the only Wayland Koget I can even think of.
Yeah, I mean it's, but I guess compared to like Enigma would be your Horton replacement, and that's a couple of strength lower.
Mm.
So either way, yeah, you've marked R&D, you've drawn twice. What's Tim on? Is that 4 credits?
4 credits, yeah.
So he's still not threatening very strong reses.
Ah, we get Amakura down.
Yeah. Do you reckon the hammer is on R&D, or do you reckon it's the second ice on HQ?
I think it's the second lesson HQ.
I
It
wasn't
would
paying
make
attention.
more sense to put it there, I feel like.
Yeah. Did he? I feel like he installed the R&D ice first, and I wonder if he just panic put. Well, I say panic. I mean, like trying
Mm.
desperately to look like he can raise something. He might have ended up putting the hammer there.
Yeah. I mean, Hammer costs 6 credits to res anyway, I think.
Yeah.
So I guess my thought process would have been I didn't know if you could res it in a HQ ice, but otherwise, if either of the other one was Hammer anyway, they can't be res.
Yeah. 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 And that's. I mean, obviously, this is high level play and all the rest of that stuff. But like, such a big part of Netrunner is knowing what can be raised and trying to plan around it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's my favorite part of the game, in fact, is sort of the information about which ice as well.
Yeah, I think it's uh, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like, it's not super. You can make educated guesses without knowing specific ice. Like, obviously, if you know specific ice, it gets much easier, right? But even if you
Mm.
haven't got like an encyclopedic memory of every single ice in the game, you can look at the credits and make a rough guess of like at least the threat level of the piece of ice they can res, if not the exact piece of ice.
Yeah, true. Because most ice only really, like, scary sentries will usually cost like 5 or more to res, I think, generally around now. Like,
Yeah,
if you're playing against Jinteki and they have less than 5 credits at the moment, you can safely say they can't res about half the ice in their deck.
yeah, yeah. Or even you can make a decision here of like, oh, I'm going to run R&D because even if it is something scary, it means they're going to go broke. Like, so
Yeah,
you can
true.
make quite educated guesses in that way. Um, but while we were talking, I saw
Guardians winning.
Tim drew a bunch. So Tim's trying to rush up, I think, and you're just capitalizing
Yes.
here on his
I'm just kind of
R&D.
trying to R lock him. So I see free, see nothing.
And he's still got one agenda in hand. What are you doing here? You're thinking a lot about this third click.
Yeah. I think because with how it's gone, I think Tim has a card, or maybe 2 cards in HQ I haven't seen.
Yeah.
And now I've realized I can't swipe HQ, maybe. And it's like getting really scary. Because from here, Tim can go fast advance. Well, not fast, but just score a hostile takeover from hand. And then I think his deck has Audacity, so he can fast advance the last 3-2 to just win the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't even necessarily really need that much money to do that either. And the
Yeah.
hostile will give him money to resist.
He's threatening quite a quick game. You ran and hit the Horden, which, as we discussed before, is strength 4, and your total's only got 3 virus. So you bounced off that,
Mm.
and you've slapped down the class act to end your turn with
Yep,
heaps of
drawing a bunch of
credits.
cards.
But in that process, you did see, I think, the top 3 cards of R&D, so you at least know what Tim's drawing into.
Yes. Don't know here if I've messed up or something. I can't remember. There was a couple of times this game, I think because we're both really nervous because we never played in Top Cup finals before, we made a couple of mistakes and got warnings. So I can see I've separated the class act cards from my hand.
Yeah, I know what we're doing.
Don't know if it's like I can't remember if I drew this turn. That's something I do. Oh no, it's that Tim's held. Yes, I remember this.
Yeah,
So Tim held one too many cards in hand over my whole turn.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so
There's
the
6 there.
raw thing for that, yeah, is you get randomly discarded one. It's actually that more trigger.
Yeah. So the head judge at this event was Jackson, who has commentated on some of these games. So he was perched over the shoulders, trying his best to keep everyone in line. And I was, I don't know what you call it, like assistant judge or something like that.
Yeah, you were hanging around. I
Yeah.
think at this point in the tournament, we just had a bunch of people watching us. It was really weird for me.
Yeah. I can actually
Must
see,
have been like 10 people watching this game.
yeah, top right, that's my shoe.
Oh yeah.
um,
Was it maybe not 10 this game? But yeah,
no,
scary.
I think it was,
Because I think most people are on lunch during this game. It's really quiet actually. It was like
yeah,
there's another thing. It was like super quiet.
yeah, I think this one was fairly quiet. Um, and then obviously everyone kind of comes back and whatever. Here we've got Tim has triple advanced out that Ferros.
Yep. He uses a tree line to do it. So it does it in one click,
Oh, I was about to say, how's he
one
do that?
credit.
Because he's just installed and advanced another card. So that's how he's done it. Um, he is once again on 2 credits though. He's really just
Mm.
given R&D up at a certain point.
I mean, this could be an NGO, right? I don't think it makes much sense to rush an agenda here. But another thing is Tim might just do that anyway because he feels like he's in a position where he needs to score an agenda.
Yeah. I feel like NGO is a good shout actually, because otherwise you're right. He'll score the agenda, but he'll just go
Mm.
so broke.
And if this, I guess his R&D ice is hammer, so he can resi hammer here if he wants to. But he doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. Now that we know the outer one is Hordem, that R&D Ice is Hammer for
Mm.
sure, right?
Yeah. I guess Tim can be kind of, if he wants to, sort of casual about not resing this ice or protecting R&D because I'm still on 2 points.
Yeah.
And if he has the rest of his game plan in hand, then maybe it's worth just trying to rush that out and ignore what I'm doing.
I
If I
mean,
can't check HP that much.
it's a definitely a bluff he could be doing, but us as spectators, I'm pretty sure we know he's only got one agenda in hand, right?
I'm not sure.
I think he's only got one agenda in hand. I'm gonna call it now.
Okay. And what does he have on the table?
Who knows? It's probably an NGO front. He's advanced 3 times. Oh no, it's not. What do you know?
Is that another Atlas, I think?
Uh, that's what we call being wrong. Um,
And he draws.
so he advanced it twice and then draw.
Yes.
Oh,
I guess
he didn't
because
have the
here,
credits.
he definitely has another agenda in hand, I'm pretty sure.
No, I was just gonna say
Figured this
why not
out.
advance it the fourth time, and then instead of the draw, you essentially have a search for any card in your deck. But I think he just literally was too broke to advance it the fourth time.
Yeah. He didn't have any money. And I guess if he can do stuff like Audacity of a hostile takeover, he doesn't necessarily need the money next turn.
Mm,
But he might not have it.
yeah,
But I was definitely very scared at this point. I think I come into this game feeling relatively confident. And then I didn't draw any of my draw cards. And Unity gets shot, and Tim was like 4 points up. And at this point, he's 6 points up, and I've only got two. And I keep R&D triple looking and not seeing anything.
yeah. You definitely look fucked
It's
here.
very dangerous.
But on the bright side, you've got 13 credits on bankroll. So
Yeah, but we shouldn't ever take off of that. It's infinite money.
yeah, yeah. The moment you take the money, you know. Yeah. What's the crypto thing? Hodor or
Oh
hold
yeah, huddle or whatever.
hold on. You can't withdraw your money.
It's like hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my entire life savings.
So
And I can use it for SDS, so why would I want to even use the money?
yeah. So you've done another R&D run on with the twinning. You must have accessed
Hmm.
like 12 cards with that twinning, and so far not
Think
gotten anything
so.
from it.
Think at this point in the game, the cards I'm accessing, because I'm so desperate, I'm probably doing runs where it's like I'm only seeing 1 or 2 new cards rather than a full free.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
But actually, considering Tim's drawing a lot, I might be seeing free every time and just being
He has,
ridiculously unlucky.
yeah. I think because he keeps trying to draw past your lock, because he
Mm.
also doesn't have. I mean, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he's got a.
Is that diversion for 1 credit?
I I don't know, but
I
if
think it
if so,
was.
you're making bank. If 2 diversions for 3 credits.
I guess it stops him from FAing, right? If he's got 3-turn Audacity in hand, I can't.
I actually think I talked to you after this game, and I think you said that's why you did it.
Yeah, probably. I was
Just
just trying not to
you
lose
was
at this point.
you were so afraid you were just straight up going to lose that turn. Yeah, so Tim's still got an agenda in hand. And that's just
Don't think he has the Audacity there. So I would have been so. I don't know actually. Has he got 2 agendas? There's 2 cards at the end. I'm not sure what they are. One of them is an agenda.
one of them's a
Might be a City Works project or
city work.
something.
The whatever agenda you've got, whatever that's called.
Oaktown.
Oaktown.
Yeah,
One's an
maybe.
Oaktown. I think I called it a something grid earlier, but yeah, Oaktown.
Town renovation.
What are we doing? Get another one on that. I think that was your archives
Remember
run. Get the
bankroll.
click back. Get your bankroll.
Another diversion. Yep. Bring Tim back down to 0 credits.
Yeah.
You get twinning counter for it, so it's not bad. And I've been liking diversion a lot in Sable just because you take 5 click turns anyway a lot of the time. Or if your market hits HQ,
Yeah.
you get the click back off diversion, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things where I've found with Netrunner high click turns as the runner. Sometimes you actually just run out of things to do with your clicks. Like as silly as that sounds,
Yeah,
because you can't keep accessing the same spots because either you can't afford it or you're waiting for the cards to refresh anyway.
you end up just doing basic draws
Yeah.
sometimes with Sable.
So here you're going back in for HQ. So it looks like you're diversioning and then going back in for single access.
Yeah, see something. See a hammer
Hammer.
again. Oh, was that a Bravado run or something? Because I got money.
Oh yeah, I can see Bravado in your archives heap,
Yeah,
whatever
that
it's
would have
called.
earned me quite a lot. Just trying to money up in case Tim does anything.
Yeah.
Try to lock the game out. I'm looking through my disco pile for something.
Well, you showed Tim, so I think he might have asked you. Maybe he's trying to check your outs or
Ah,
something.
might have been to do with how many diversions were left.
Yeah.
It's been quite a long game.
But that
All 3 are
was your
used up by
third,
now.
right?
Yeah, that's it. There's no more.
Yeah. And here you are with 17 credits in play and 19 on bankroll.
Yeah. To be honest, the credits are pretty meaningless at this point because no matter what I do, Tim is only going to FA to win the game. He's either going to score at hostile or Audacity something.
Yeah, and he's
So the
so
credits only
broke.
matter for going into Centros.
Yeah, he's so broke he can't invest in ice at this point to try to tax you out
Yeah, no way.
because that takes away his win condition. Which
And he
is,
can't really reshoot or anything. I guess he can just keep, if he had things to jam in there, just keep putting things in server 1.
oh yeah, and force you to go through Feros over and over again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I have to check it every time.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So Dr. Nuke. So yeah, we're at a point here where Tim is on 6 points and is literally a single turn away from winning the game, and you're only on two, but the
Yeah.
game's still quite tight, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it really could be anyone's game still.
There you go.
There you go, get the other Oak Town. It was an Oak Town.
Everyone's slowed down. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember something.
I think you're
That's another thing about playing Sable is trying to remember all the crap you've done in a turn.
yeah.
Because you make a lot of runs.
It's
I see 3 of R&D.
oh, we've got a reader.
What is
Oh,
that
I was about
card?
to say
Oh, it's
it's got to be
Angelique.
Angelique,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know if I had to reveal it or not. Oh, and the Spin Doctor, that's pretty good. Trash
Yeah.
that.
Which means R&D has only one card on it you've seen, and potentially means you can go up for more
Yeah.
accesses next turn.
Yeah, I can get 2 new ones next turn.
Yeah.
Chuck Info Bounty, because it's probably not useful at this point.
Yeah. You got 20 credits on this bankroll? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just remember as an audience member watching this, I like feel like everyone collectively gasped every single time you put another credit on bankroll just for the
Yeah.
absurdity of like how big it was. But yeah, you're right. This
Yeah.
game has essentially stopped being about money.
I didn't know at Bankroll when they designed it, they should have made it so at some point you just had to destroy it. Because if you don't need to, there's just no point in ever doing it. And then your opponent has to keep looking at Bankroll to see how many credits you really actually have. Because at this point, I have what, 36 credits?
Yeah. Now Tim has finally put something into the Ferris remote,
Hmm.
which
Stop and things and jamming.
yeah, which once again you can definitely get in, but at some point it'll matter.
Cost me 12 credits, I think. And I
Yeah,
get a Kurapira power counter.
and
So
three
yeah,
power
if you
counters
can
for
drag me through it
DRS
3 times, just to bypass.
bypass. So you essentially get yeah. I mean, at this point, I think it's too late. You've got four goes right because you got like 30 something credits. You said it was about
Yeah.
12. So you can get in 3 times and then bypass once. So that Ferris unfortunately is doing nothing.
Well, if you can just put 3 cards in there, then I would have no credits. But yeah,
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
put down
at,
Wake Implant, which is pretty important.
yeah, I was gonna say at this point in the game, I don't know if you can drag someone through that Ferris
No,
four
and
times
he'd
and not
need
lose the
cards to
game.
do it.
Yeah. And the other piece is because you keep hitting R&D, you keep trashing things like the Angelique, things like the Spin Doctor. You know, like that's the problem is he's not getting any of the assets to
Yeah,
stick in it
it's only
because
going to
they're just
draw
falling off
ice in
R&D.
operations.
That's an Audacity and
Oh,
a
piece of ice. I think it's Hammer again.
I think it was Hoardem, but that's fine. I at
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
the main thing is he's got the Audacity in hand,
Yeah.
which kind of is good for you because if he's got the Audacity in hand and he's got the 3 credits, he's not got the agenda.
Yes.
And as long as you,
Until he does that.
yeah, well, now you potentially just lost the game. But in theory, as long as you keep hitting R&D, you can lock him out of the agenda. Whereas if it was the other way around, if the agenda is in HQ and you keep hitting R&D, you can't stop him drawing the Audacity.
Mm.
So we'll check in. Oh, there's a Spin Doctor.
Yeah, we're spinning at the moment.
Yeah.
We're taking this very slowly because we played a game earlier in the tournament and Tim accidentally shuffled his entire hand or discard pile into the deck with Spin Doctor and got a game loss,
Yeah.
which wasn't very nice. And it was a game I'm pretty sure he would have won.
Yeah. Yeah. It's as someone who judged the event or help judge or whatever, it's surprising how easy it is to just suddenly get a game loss.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
particularly,
it's because, right?
oh, you go.
Oh no, go ahead. Oh, okay. I just gotta say, because you're at a tournament and there's nerves, the game's pretty complicated. Very easy to do something wrong, and then it's unfixable, and you get a game loss from it.
Yeah, yeah. Like we had one game where someone just put in two regions in the same server, and then yeah, that becomes a game loss because you can't have two regions. There was another where
Yeah.
what's the what's the HB card that allows you to recur something but it can't be an agenda?
Oh. Um.
It's like an operation gets you money and recurs something, I think, or maybe
Can be an agenda. Are you talking about corporate hospitality?
oh I don't know.
The new one.
I think the
Oh,
story
is it
is.
restore? Restore. The one where it installs a card.
I think my attempt to
Now
tell the
that you install an
story is
agenda.
significantly impaired by the fact that I can't remember the details. But either way,
Maybe.
if you can avoid breaking rules, do it because if you break the rules, you will probably get a game loss.
Yes.
Um, while
A nationals level event for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, while I was fumbling over a story that I'm sure no one cares about, Tim has installed two cards and advanced one,
Yeah, scary. And he's read a resident border control on HQ.
and this is your first click, is that right?
Yeah, it looked like it. Some of the first clicks. A mark run, so I end up with 4 clicks at the end as well if I'm successful.
Well,
Ah, well, I won't now because Tim's border control me.
yeah. So he's denied you a click there, but you're going in again for your second click.
Gonna go back, yeah.
And
Just
this
trying to
is,
get wake implant charges.
yeah, I think this is something I don't like. This is where Connor complains about game design for a moment. Something I don't like about like wake implants and twinning is like it's good for the runner because it means you can spend them afterwards. But I like being able to deny. Like it's the cool thing about run events and things like that is if you can somehow deny someone getting in, you help them. They waste the event, whereas you essentially only ever fire wake or twinning when it's gonna work.
Ah, yeah, on breach, yeah, so it's like you can't do anything about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I kind of feel like that with the Labiso mem card, the new card, where it gets the barrier power counters.
yeah,
You can't do anything about them, it's really annoying.
yeah. Oh, here you go. Finally cracking it.
Oh, wow.
Um, at this point, you just run R&D. You've got
Yes, I'm running out of money, I'm scared. Ah, I put you, is that you? No, what's it called? Echelon.
Echelon, yeah.
Put Echelon down. So I can break hammer. Although it's pretty expensive. It's like 6 to fully break, I think. Because I
Uh,
have to boost.
and
And
at
it costs
this,
3. I've got 3 strength base at the moment.
you're about to access 5 cards, is that right?
Yes.
So Tim's got the choice of whether he wants to spin doctor. Oh, he's not going to do it.
Choosing not to. Maybe he knows what the agendas are.
How is this game not
Let's see anything.
over? This is insane. And that wasn't
Oh,
even the
Charlotte.
agenda, that was just a Charlotte. So, I mean, potentially, you potentially just lost the game right there, right? At the end of your turn, Tim had an advanced card back on the Feros. He could have won, but now it's the Charlotte,
Yeah,
which suddenly means
Charlotte.
that you get to do your entire combo nonsense all over again with Wake Implant and
Um,
Twinning.
Not if Tim purges her, which is not going to. But if he purged here, I wouldn't be able to get into HQ.
But you just do R&D, right?
But I wouldn't have any weight counter. I'd only go up to 2 twinning, and
Oh,
then I
yeah.
wouldn't see a new card. And then I think that would then be correct for Tim to spin doctor or something next turn. I think this turn I was worried. It's not even just a card in the server. Having the spin doctor down, Tim could just spin doctor to shuffle the deck and would have drew 2 unseen cards,
Yeah, yeah.
which is scary.
So it's interesting. Do you think? I mean, obviously, this is a hindsight thing, because being if I were in Tim's shoes, like the idea of such a high pressure game where you're under the pump the whole time, taking a whole turn off to purge, just seems like such an ordeal. But do you think in that moment it was right?
Uh, well, actually, for some reason I thought it was, but it's not. But the Autumn isn't triple advanced. Oh no, that doesn't matter, right? No, yeah.
He could actually just triple
Possibly it
advance
would
the
have been
Horton.
corrected. Yeah, he could have done that instead. He'd only
Yeah,
need to put 2 advancements on it, and that would stop Amaka.
yeah,
Maybe something like that would have been good.
yeah, yeah. Instead of the purge, you just do that.
But the purge works as well, I guess. It
I
stops Amaka from also taking down Ferris eventually, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's about to get there. But we've got another card in that remote, another events card. We get
Mm,
to play another game of is the game about to end, or is that just another NGO or something?
R&D.
Did you see he drew past your lock, right?
Did he draw more than 2 cards that turn?
I don't know. He definitely drew two, right? Because he drew from
Even if he drew
Charlotte.
another one with his clicks, I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I go HQ a lot, which I could do.
What do we?
That I might be able to do because I don't want to lose in it.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
If he drew 2, I can see 4 cards this turn, I think. So I
Yeah.
see 1 new card, which might be worth it.
He's just spin doctored.
Ah, yeah.
I think that I was trying to figure out what everyone was pointing so much about, but I think you guys were pointing so much about this is two cards and only two cards going in the deck. I think you
Ah,
guys
yeah.
really stepped through that.
Be really bureaucratic about it. I think I must have just ran the spin doctor or something to clear it.
All right.
Yeah, so Amika's at 10 now? No, what is that?
2, 4, 6, 8,
9.
9. So we're going in our HQ.
Really should have a dice on it.
We've got another Audacity there. We've got another Wake token. And your click 3 probably going in on R&D, which is your mark, which means you'll get... No, this is click 3 going back in the
It's a
HQ.
click free, just grab another wake token.
Yeah.
And then go R&D and yeah, see 1 new card, I think, basically.
Do we finally see the hammer res? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to cost me 6. So I am being drained of credits. And I'm almost out of cards in my deck, so the amount of money is getting pretty low.
That's it.
Ooh.
That was CityWorks, right?
Oh, because of a spin doctor shuffle.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
Tim spin doctored, it was all new cards. And yeah,
yeah.
straight off the top is City Works.
Awesome. Yeah, so you did the spin doctor to force the reshuffle. You went twice on HQ to double point wake. You also twinninged while you're at it, and then you went in for another fresh access of 4 cards and hit the CityWorks.
Wow.
All right.
Very close game.
Yeah, yeah. So that is um this game done, I guess. So we'll see everyone back for the what would we call it?
The semi-finals next.
Semi-finals? Yeah. All right, see you all
Yeah.
then. Bye.
Cool. Thank you for watching.